Hi guys, my name is Kayla Smith Holland and I'm a registered dietitian with Fresenius Kidney Care, and we are asking you to meet us at the table. Today I'll be cooking with Mr. Sam Trevino, a patient's experience manager with Fresenius, and Dr. Jameson, a Washington, D.C. area nephrologist. So what are you making for us, Sam?
So I am making a very, very simple pizza. It's called pizza margarita, right? I probably put a Mexican spin on that margarita, but it is an Italian dish originally from Naples, right? And the pizza margarita, you have to say it that way, by the way. You might be kicked out of your local pizzeria if you don't say pizza margarita. So here's the deal. There are only a handful of ingredients. You can make your pizza crust just like you did. I love the cauliflower pizza idea. But I have here a pre-made. Sometimes people don't have the time to rush them back and forth, you know, and so I had a pre-made thin crust pizza. I like thin crust because I'm trying to keep this thing under control, you know, and less carbs just makes me feel better.
Yeah, and what I really like about the pizza that Sam chose is that it has no phosphorus additives. So although it's packaged and it's from the middle of the aisle, there's no additives. So it gives us everything we need, the convenience we're looking for, without hurting us with the phosphorus.
So what you're saying is that you can find low phosphorus or healthy packaged foods if you look for it. Just read your labels and make sure that you get something without the preservatives.
And what are some of those ingredients? You know, I imagine the back of the box or the bag is not just going to say phosphorus on it, is it?
Actually, the back of it will say PHOS, and there will be a lot of other letters after it, and there may be a word before it. But if you look for that PHOS, that's a phosphate. That is an additive. So however they package it for us, it will be there in the ingredients though. So if we look for it, they have to tell us if it's in there.
And you living room chemist, PO4, right?
Oh, there you go.
Here we go, phosphate, baby. I've had to study it a lot, you know. But with your pizza margarita, it's real simple. Once you have your crust either made or prepackaged and open, I like to toast my crust first. So I have taken my crust, I have put it in the oven just for a couple of minutes so it has that, you know, tough, like toasty texture. And then real simple, I just took some virgin olive oil, which I love. And I have a little brush here. I may have to borrow somebody's brush, but I promise I will clean it and give it back.
Did you ask first?
You know, actually, and another way you can do this is you can just use a napkin. So something that really helps, and something I like to share as a secret, is that when I put olive oil on top of my crust after it's ready to go, it also helps keep the water that's in your sauce from seeping in and making your crust soggy.
Oh, that's
so
a good
you know,
tip.
water and oil, they repel each other. So if you like that crusty, crispy, kind of crunchy pizza, it's a great way to do it. So I'm just going to do this real quick. And then I have here some chunky tomato sauce. There's a little thing that you can do here. You can buy these either already chunky, or you can buy the tomatoes canned, whole tomatoes canned, and you can put your kids to work, or if you like to work with your hands, you can dump those, the juice and all, the 28-ounce, you know, can of crushed tomatoes or whole tomatoes, and you put it in. If they're whole tomatoes, you get to work. You get to work with your hands. You just crush that all up and, you know, make a mess. And if you want to wear gloves, great.
And it's fun.
It's fun, you know. So you can always have your family, your kids love crushing stuff, I'm sure. And so we take, I will put this here. All we do is take our pizza sauce, put a good little helping there, spread it around. Doesn't take that long. So far, all we have is our crust, oiled and toasted. You want to leave, a little space for crust to show. If you're not a crust kind of person, take the tomato sauce all the way out to the edge. But I'm kind of a crust person. Dr. Jameson, can I borrow your garlic powder, please? Sure. Thank you.
And then before you go any further, Sam, I just wanted to know how much of that tomato sauce did you put on your pizza?
So this is about a half a cup, a quarter cup, somewhere in between. So again, if we're really trying to monitor our phosphorus intake and our potassium.
There you
Potassium
go.
mainly,
There
yes.
you go,
and
Sam.
and our potassium. I'm trying to keep it all in there, But, you can always use less. And some people, like to make their pizza with a drizzle of tomato sauce because in my family, tomato sauce gives people heartburn. So that's a real quick way to put some tomato flavor in your pizza and not really have too much sauce. So that helps.
Sam makes a great point, and it's just about moderation. So similar to the cheese in my pizza, the tomato in his pizza, and we'll see what Dr. Jameson has for us later. It's all about moderation. We're not telling you not to eat your favorite foods. We just want you to incorporate them in a reasonable amount.
That's right.
So you sprinkled a little bit of garlic, maybe a quarter teaspoon on the pizza?
Yep.
Okay, just for flavor, huh?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes. And then we have used these 1-inch mozzarella balls. They come in water. You can usually find them in a little package that, it looks like one big mozzarella ball, but it's actually a bunch of little mozzarella balls, 1 inch. And I like to use only 10 of these. You can, just throw them anywhere you want, but people that know me can look at something that I made and go, that was Sam. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm not sure where I'm gonna put these other two, but.
So Sam,
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, cheese is a kind of salty food, but I think we can find low salt mozzarella, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and that's exactly what this is. As a matter of fact, my friends, everything in here is either 0 salt or
No salt.
very little salt at all. So that's something that we have been really trying to educate people about, is that if you can prepare your food without salt, then you may have more freedom at the end with the finished product to actually sprinkle to taste.
And the thing about all of this is that you got to read your labels, guys. That's where all this information is going to be found. So the more comfortable we and patients become with reading labels, the more equipped we can incorporate our foods.
That's right. That's right. And so all I have to do, this is pretty much ready to go. So all we have to do is put this in the oven. The temperature should be between 450 and 500 degrees. I usually, I'm very forgetful when I make pizza, so I usually put it at about 450, so it takes a little bit longer, and hopefully I don't forget. But this goes in the oven. We want the cheese to melt, and then when we take this out, we're just going to take fresh basil, and we're going to sprinkle it on top as much as you want. A healthy slathering is one of my favorites.
Sam, let me put this in the oven for you.
Thank you. I have the easiest toppings. These are basil. I shred some basil, and something that you can do with your basil is you can use as much as you like. I probably used about 5 or 6 basil leaves. I like the color, obviously. I just rolled up a couple of leaves together and chopped them so they made these little fine strips. A little pinch of red pepper flake if you could like a little kick to your pizza. That's something that everybody in my family loves. So just, throw it on there, for aesthetic pleasure. Make sure some of it lands on your beautiful little white spots of mozzarella here. And the last ingredient for this is, Dr. J, one of your favorites, the
Olive
olive
oil.
oil. And this is just a drizzle. So, don't worry about putting too much, too little. It's going to, just make sure you don't dump the bottle all the way over. And you really can't get it wrong. Real simple. And guess what? We're done.
So we'll be eating your pizza first.
That's right. The pizza's hot, cheese is hot, sauce is hot, and then just the toppings.
It looks beautiful.
It
Sam.
does look
Thank
beautiful.
you. Thank you very much.